This is the Friday, July 3rd edition of the Dark Illumination Report Podcast Extra. And today we're going to be talking about living a balanced life and why living a balanced life is important when it comes to honoring Satan.
This is a Dark Illumination Report Extra with RJ Womack.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another episode. And this is RJ Womack, aka Brother Nero. And obviously, this is the Dark Illumination Report podcast. Today, we're going to be doing something a bit different. I decided to take a break from the questions and talk about something that's been on my mind lately. As I've always told you, this tradition is about maintaining balance. And we believe that nature is neither black nor white, but shades of gray. And the best way to worship Satan and the best way to show our gratitude to Satan is by maintaining a balance in our lives. For all of us, we all have some level of obsession in our life. Some of us are workaholics. Others of us are the quintessential party animals with no direction and no ambition in our life. But most of us fall somewhere in between both of those extremes. And so what I want to talk to you about today is the importance of maintaining a balance in your life with regards to all the things you do in your life. For example, if you're a workaholic and you tend to focus on achieving things and trying to be as ambitious as possible, I would suggest to you to remember to take the time to enjoy your life, to enjoy the pleasures that this life has to offer, to enjoy your friends and your family. Because Christianity is a death cult. Christianity is a cult that tells us that everything we do is worthy of damnation. So the way to honor Satan and show Satan respect and appreciation for the gifts he's given us is to make sure that we indulge in life's pleasures, whether that's drink, food, sex, whatever the case may be, or just friends. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're a party animal, if you're the type of person who has no ambition and you live for the party and you live for indulgence and that's all you do, remember this: Satan gave you a mind and a free will. He gave us science and technology. He gave us the ability to think for ourselves and to question our existence. So it would be ungrateful of us not to develop ourselves and evolve to the best of our ability. So even if you're a person who is kind of a free spirit and does whatever they want, remember to develop yourself to your full potential as a way of showing your respect to Satan and the demons for the gifts they've given you. And all I'm suggesting here is in every aspect of your life, try to be the best you can be. Try to develop yourself to be the most balanced person you can be, because Satan is a God of knowledge, a God of wisdom, a God of nature, a God of all of these things, all of these aspects of man. He is a fan of man. He is the benefactor of man. And the way to show our gratitude for the freedom that he gives us, for the freedom to not feel guilty about just being ourselves, and for freeing us from the slavery of Christianity, is to live the best life possible. And always remember this: if your religion doesn't make you a better person, if it doesn't make you stronger, if it doesn't enhance your life in some way, then you're doing something wrong. Your religion should enhance your life, make your life better, make you a stronger person, help you to evolve to be something greater than you are. If it doesn't, especially Satanism, if Satanism or diabolism doesn't make you stronger and doesn't make you a better person and doesn't help you to evolve, then you're not doing it correctly. You're not following a truly satanic philosophy, in my opinion. I felt really strongly about this topic. I felt like maybe there was a need for somebody out there who might be going through some things and this might help them. I don't know why I felt such a strong feeling that I needed to talk about this. I know that for myself, I've been feeling a bit guilty because I feel like I owe Satan somewhat of an apology, because I am one of these people that was out of balance for a long time and have a history of being out of balance. I'm one of those people who doesn't really appreciate the pleasure aspect. I get focused in on doing certain projects, and I forget about maintaining friendships, and I forget about indulging in the pleasures of life. I get focused on goals and ambitions and don't really appreciate just the natural beauty of life and just the value of friendship and value of just taking time to appreciate what life has to offer. And I think that I feel like I've kind of disrespected Satan because I'm not grateful for the freedom that he gives us. And I think that if I'm doing that, I know there are other people probably feeling exactly the same way and who have the same problems that I do. But for a lot of people, you have people that they don't think about achieving anything in life. They live day to day and they don't really think about the future. They don't think about achieving any goals. And then you have people like me who are exactly the opposite, who are always thinking about the future, who are always thinking about what they could achieve or what they wish they could achieve. And when they're in a situation where, like, say, they're at a party or something, they're thinking, God, I shouldn't be here at this party. I should be working. I should be doing something constructive, instead of appreciating the fact that they have time to indulge in just the pleasures of life and to spend time with their friends. And so, I've been thinking a lot about that lately, and I've been questioning my past life decisions and the way I approach life. And one of the things I'm doing to kind of correct that is to try and go out of my way to engage in activities that I would not normally engage in. Like, for example, I've been thinking about going fishing and just getting out in nature and appreciating what this world has to offer, because I tend to get focused in on my projects and tend to shut myself away and work on my projects and don't take time to, just go to a barbecue and enjoy hanging out with friends or family. And what's the point of being a diabolist with the freedom to enjoy life if you don't actually take the time to engage in just daily activities, just the pleasure of friends or whatever? But by the same token, for those people that are on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're so free that you don't think about anything other than what's in front of you, other than the day you're currently living, and you have no ambitions and you have no plans for the future, and everything is just one big party, you're just as ungrateful as the people who don't enjoy the daily activities of life and just the party, occasionally letting their hair down, because you are being ungrateful to Satan because you don't use the mind and the abilities and the free will that he gave you to make the most of your life, to constantly be in a state of evolution and to appreciate the intellect that he gave you and the potential that he gave you to be the best you can be. So we're all guilty on some level. So I just wanted to do this episode to make people think about maintaining a balance and honoring Satan by making sure that you give equal attention to every aspect of your life. And I know this may seem like a kind of strange episode, but I just really felt like it was important to bring this up. And when you listen to many satanic podcasts, they'll tell you about demons or they'll tell you about how to do certain magical rituals, but they don't give you a lot of practical advice about how to live your life and apply the principles of Satanism to your life. And I've always said that this is one of the things that is going to make this show different. We're going to try to give you advice that will help you in a practical religious way as far as how to do certain rituals or how to do certain offerings or whatever, and give you historical information as well. But we're also going to try to help you as far as giving you advice on how to live your life in a very practical way. Because if you don't apply your religious principles to your daily life, and if it doesn't have any application in daily living, then it's really not a living, breathing religion. So it's very important to always try to find ways to apply your philosophy to your life. It's important to when you study your religious texts, that you think about them, that they're actively that you actively apply these principles to your life. Because if you don't do that, then your religion is dead. It's not living, and you're not truly honoring the gods and what they have to teach us if you're not applying it to your life. Before I close out this episode, I just want to let everybody know we're moving to a daily schedule if you haven't figured that out already. And tomorrow I'll be answering some more questions from listeners. So I hope you'll be with me. And until then, may Satan be with you. And I hope you have a great day, guys. Take care. See you next time. Later.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Illumination Report podcast. For the latest news headlines, show information, and more, go to rjwomack.com. That's rjwomack.com.